1995 may be one of the most diverse, spread out array of state champions in the state history. Our guest here today made the state aware that Northern Kentucky was in the house. Sir, if you would, tell us who you are.
Tim Hardy, 1995, state champ at 134 pounds.
And Campbell County High School.
Campbell County High School.
And I bring up the 95 being so diverse because you had Sheldon Clark in eastern part of the state win the team title. They had 4 in the finals, but they all 4 got beat. Western Kentucky, you had Caldwell County, Hoptown, Christian County. You had 8 in the finals. You had some of those names: Livingston Merritt, Miguel Merritt, Wesley Gray, Desmond Wilford, all these guys, Sean Smith, Grady Peterson. Then you had your Louisville contingent. You had Robbie Baldner. You had Tendai. And then Northern Kentucky. I mean, Campbell County, 1990-91 state champion. So the dynasty, if you will, was already on its way. Of course, we know Campbell County has 4 team state championships: 90, 91, 04, and 2012. 30 individual state champions, and you account for one of those 30. So for those people that don't know, how do you get into wrestling?
It was a family thing. Father wrestled back in the 68-ish, 70. Mm-hmm. Brother wrestled. I wrestled. My little brother wrestled. So it's kind of a family thing. A lot of Campbell County had family things.
We've heard that a lot in Campbell County videos. And you brought up your dad. Tell us who your dad is, because all people know who your dad is.
Tom Hardy. He was an official for, I bet he's got over 30, 40 years.
Yeah, and if you wrestled in Kentucky, chances are Tom Hardy refereed one of your matches at some point. Mm-hmm. And if you were a parent, a wrestling dad, you probably yelled at him, mm-hmm. "Come on, Tom, what are we doing?" But Tom's a lot of respect for Tom. Went into the Kentucky Wrestling Officials Hall of Fame last year. You were at that ceremony.
Yes.
But this is your 1995 130. Now, the 95 year was kind of weird because the weights changed that year.
We had 134, and then we had a 2-pound growth allowance for the state champ.
And it had went from like 103 to like 100 pounds into 106, and it was just that's the only year that it done that. But you landed at the 134 pound spot, and I believe in 93. 135 pounds, you make it, but mm-hmm. You get experience. In combative sports, you either win or you learn, and this was a learning experience. Yep. 94, you get to the quarterfinals, you get beat by eventual state champion in a 9-5 decision, Tim Lawson from Henry Clay. Of course, Tim goes on. That video's on the channel, him and Ty Badagio. But 95, those your year. You're a senior, last chance to do it. And you reach Mount Everest, if you will. You get to the top of the mountain. So let's go over your bracket real quick. First round, you're wrestling Alan Thompson from Woodford County. You win that by, it doesn't say. Just know, do you remember how you won that?
I think it was just points. I wasn't really much of a pin guy.
I got you. No, it just has that you advanced in the bracket. Mm-hmm. The second round, you're wrestling Shane Cecil from Shawnee. That's out of Louisville, in case you don't know. And you win that, though, by a pin. So you get to the semis. You're wrestling the Sheldon Clark guy, Anthony Priest. Anthony goes on to get 5th that year, and you win that by a 12-4 decision. So you're in the finals, first time in your career. Says you've got a 35-2 record. Pretty good record as a senior. I mean, that's 30, counting the finals, 38 matches. Back in the 90s, that was a lot of matches for a career. You're wrestling Chris Howard from Louisville Trinity. And Trinity, they won the team title in 1989. Had a really good team. Trinity's always had a good program. They have 3 state championships now, team-wise. I think they're 3rd in the overall individual. So, you got 2 powerhouse programs colliding. Of course, individuals, but still the program name, their what's the word I'm looking for? Their name precedes themselves. When Campbell County's in the house, when Trinity's in the house, you're at a tough wrestling meet. We're not going to tell you the score. Of course, we have the video. We're going to watch it here. But we were talking off camera outside. You win your finals, your semifinals. early Saturday morning.
Yep.
And you have that whole day to sit in the gym.
They sent us back to the hotel.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yep.
And you're there, and you go back. Take a nap, take a shower, I guess, and kind of chill out for a little bit. About what time did they bring you back over? Do you remember?
I was at Atherton High School. Well, I bet you it was probably 6 o'clock was final started.
I got you. So you're there in time for the finals and all that, the face-off and all that. So does Coach Bancamper give you like any like secret advice before you go out there or on the way over or anything? Because, you know, he had his first state champion in 85 with Matt Shearer and 2 team titles, 90 and 91. The names, you know, your Kurt Zingas, all those guys that come before you. So he doesn't go like, hey, all right, this is the cheat code. Do this when you get out there.
I don't think there is a cheat code.
No, I know. I'm just get out there and do your best, right? Yep. Now, off camera, you said you had wrestled Howard like 5 times.
I think it was 4 or 5 times that year. Very first match was the state duels or duels that we wrestled. Wrestled him in that, and just dodged in tournaments throughout the year.
And I think you said you won all 4 of those, correct?
All of them.
That's good. So we have
that helps going into the finals.
Oh yeah, like I said,
it does.
Knowing that you hear like the talking heads, like, you know, football, if the 2 conference teams play in the playoff, or basketball, you know, you meet somebody that you've played twice in conference. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a year. It's hard to beat a team 4 times in a year. But man, you know, said you went undefeated against him, and I guess that shows that you were just ready to wrestle. You were ready to go. So this video has the face-off, the match, and the medal ceremony. You ready to go back to 1995?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I was going to say, has it been a day or 2 since you've seen it?
Yes.
All right, so here we go. As I get up in front of the camera. There was Joe walking off right there. And there you come. I love the purple jump. That's the best warm-up ever. This is so 90s, you can just tell, man. I love the look. Firm handshake. So there you are, man.
I was awful skinny.
You hear the Campbell County fans yelling hard. Shoot in. Trying to cover those hips. Nothing yet. We're out of bounds. Now, you were telling me, we'll wait till we get to that part of the match, but off camera you were telling me a neat little story, so we'll share it.
He might have been the assistant, because it's not him there. There he is.
Yep. He's trying for like an arm drag. You're able to stuff it. Nothing yet. You get 2 right there. It's a good call, Mr. Official. Seeing your maneuver, you kept your toes in bounds. On top, what are we looking to do on top? Are you a tilt?
I just ride and try to get him on his back.
Is your dad in the building here?
Bancamper sent him up to the top of the stadium.
That's what I was going to say.
Yep. There we go.
You get a count there, a few swipes. I believe you get a 3 count or 3 points there for your trouble. I'm not sure if it's the video quality or if it was just the color, but that single almost looks like it's blue. You got to understand, 1995 video cameras and film wasn't HD or 4K or 8K. It was
VHS.
VHS. Wasn't even 360. It was probably 144 or something. So he's trying like a reversal there. But you're not having any of it. He's really trying to come out that back door, but you're holding on. Not having any of it. Right at the end of the
buzzer.
period. I think he gave him a 1 there. Your choice, he defers. There's Coach Ellen Brand. Now on bottom, I think it's in the Campbell County.
That's our DNA. It teaches us you take down, get 1, then go for 2.
Yep. I think every Campbell County wrestler has said something to that effect that we've met with is you got to go down.
Yep.
If it's your choice, you go down and get your 1. You get up and get 2. So wrestling as many times as you did, I guess you kind of had a game plan of, I know what he's good at, I know what he's not good at. Let's exploit that weakness as much as we can.
Well, my biggest thing that I could do to him in every match I did was that high crotch, and the first takedown was my high crotch on him, and got my 2 as after getting ready to go out of bounds.
He's really working that left arm.
Mm-hmm. The old saying, pain's temporary.
It is. You remember hearing the crowd yell for you like that?
I don't hear nothing.
Okay.
I never heard anything.
I got you. There it is. Potentially, yep, on the arm. Good call, Mr. Official. You kind of, like, oh. The best guillotine in the state finals is Pat Marks from Campbell. So that dude, I'm telling you.
Pat Marks was Connor?
Yes, Connor.
Yeah.
88, 90, and 91 state champion. And his 1991 guillotines he does in the final, I don't know how in the world he didn't rip that guy's arm off his body.
I wrestled Sambo with Pat Marks
Did you?
years ago. Went overseas with him.
No kidding.
Yep. Joe Neal was the coach.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool. He's trying for a lift there. Gets a takedown on you, out of bounds. Somebody else had mentioned they had done Sambo with Joe Neely. I don't remember who it was. I've done so many videos, man. It's nothing yet, nothing yet. All right, the end of the period, his choice. He's going to take down. And that's also, like we said, the reputation precedes itself of the teams. You've got Coach Bankamper, legendary coach, and you also got Ken Ellenbrand from Trinity coaching. So you got 2 legendary coaches here. Who is the lady in the red keeping score for you guys?
Tina, can't remember her name, but we all had our own mat stats.
Oh, really?
So she probably did, say 3 of us, and she always did my scores.
That's something that you hardly ever see anymore. Is like mat maids.
Yep.
For teams. Nice scramble. That type of wrestling right there, you really didn't see a whole lot of back in your alls, but that was a good scramble. Dragging you back in. You still got a whizzer in. Nothing. Nice.
That would have been nice if it was 10 feet in.
Yeah. A little bit closer to the center of the mat. Now, right here, he's giving you 3.
One escape.
And one escape for him.
Yep.
And I'm not sure what Coach Ellenbrand is questioning here.
There's my old sparring partner, Jimmy Wilbers.
Okay. What's
practice?
What's band camper telling you here?
I don't know.
No,
Keep it up, Tim.
Yeah, good job. This has been almost 28 years ago now, as of this filming. 28 years. And I don't think Coach Ellenbrand liked the result he got there. So you're up right here. You can tell he's trying to push the pace. Nice sprawl. Yep, I think he hit you for a stall there.
Yep, that was my very first one ever in my career.
Really?
Yep.
It's the first time for everything. It happens.
There's my high crotch. I told him it was coming.
So you told him in the match it's coming?
I said, get ready.
And you get another take. Ooh! He almost worms, or I won't say worm, but wiggles out of it. And he gets two.
Yep.
And there it is.
9-7.
Final score of 9-7. And Coach Ellenbrand still upset. And band camper stays out of the way and lets the referee handle it. And there it is, man. And it's got the medal ceremony as well. And it's looking around like right there's Joe.
Yeah.
Got the hood on. Jack Klein standing in front of him. Tim. Him and that blonde hair. We gave him our time about his blonde hair. And there you are, man, climbing to the top. Everybody shaking your hand, man, on a job well done. Much deserved. I see Damian Level back there in the back in the green. Hooded sweatshirt, just a lot of people. So watching it back, does it play out the way you remember it?
Somewhat, yeah. It's been a long time.
I'm like I said, be more than happy to give you a copy. Send you a copy of it. That way you can have it forever. But you'll have the review video of it as well. Now, you said you went overseas, done a little sambo. So that was did you wrestle in college or did you go?
No, I went straight to work.
I got you. No, you said that. I thought maybe you may wrestle. We didn't talk about that off camera. But off camera, you were telling me a story about one of the referees in your match. So if you would kind of tell us a little bit about that.
So Donnie Colston, I was the assistant there. 2006, we were at a conference in the Kentucky Dam Village, and he said, man, did you wrestle? I said, yeah. I said, 134 pounds. He says, I refereed your state match. So that's kind of neat that he remembered that, but I just don't know how he did.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, this is, you guys know I officiate. This will be starting my 18th season of officiating, and there's guys, I don't want to call them kids, but there's guys that now I refereed them, and now their kids are wrestling, and I'm like, man, I'm getting to referee you, and I refereed your dad all these years ago. So it's kind of cool that it is, dads are kind of keeping their kids in it. Now girls are starting to wrestle, and we're having guys that we had, we officiated, their daughters are starting to wrestle, and it's kind of cool on that. So, but man, do you have anything to wrap this one up, put a bow on it?
No, I'm just glad to be a part of this. Thank you for doing it.
No problem, man. And like we said, man, Campbell County's got a tradition, and we just want to do our best to let everybody have their time, because I mean, I love being able to celebrate what you guys have done. Should have been done a long time ago. This type of, but I'm glad I'm the one that's picking up the cross, if you will, and going to make sure that the world knows about Kentucky wrestling. And we're not going to come second to nobody. We're going to be leading the charge, and the views, the shares, all the algorithms, the analytics that go along with what YouTube does. Kentucky wrestling is the hottest thing on YouTube as far as sports go. I mean, there's not another high school sport, especially wrestling, that's even close to what we're doing. It's all because of this series, and guys like Tim wanting to do their videos and meeting with us and just telling their story. But that's all that we have. Add another camel to the stable. But until then, we'll see you guys on the mats.